The 40s were the scene of the greatest conflict in human history and the struggle for freedom. The Second World War left deep scars, and the post-war brought the challenge of reconstruction. UNESCO was created to promote dialogue among nations and to contribute to peace through education, science, culture, and communications. In Brazil, the economy showed signs of developing, and the country was implementing the basis for national education. Due to this scenario, 20 members of the Rotary Club de São Paulo got together to build a work that could contribute concretely to the development of society. Education was the path chosen. The Fundação de Rotarianos de São Paulo was founded in 1946. Its first bylaw already provided its performance in all educational levels. 2 unique schools were starting the project that would become the country's reference in education. The prestigious Liceu Nacional Rio Branco, later called Colégio Rio Branco, known as one of the best schools in São Paulo, notable for forming leaders of society. And the La Escola Rotary, that welcomed children and young people from low-income rural areas, offering education and professional training. The 50s were marked by industrial development. The decade known as the Golden Age inspired the optimistic and innovative spirit. In 1960, the year the capital of the country was moved to Brasília, the foundation inaugurated the Rotary Building in Higienópolis with the presence of the then-president Juscelino Kubitschek. By sheltering the Rotary Club de São Paulo and the Museu Armando de Arruda Pereira, the new headquarters of the Colégio Rio Branco became an excellent center in education. The 70s, known as the decade of economic miracle, are characterized by the expansion of the economy, political obscurantism, increased social inequality, and despite the censorship, intense artistic production in the country. For the Fundação de Rotarianos de São Paulo, the year 1977 was the beginning of the struggle for a new cause, educating deaf children and integrating them into society. The Escola Especial para Crianças Surdas was created. In the 80s, democracy was finally conquered by the Brazilian people. However, it was the greatest period of economic instability of all time. The performance of the Fundação de Rotarianos de São Paulo gained prominence and prestige. A new unit of the Colégio Rio Branco was inaugurated in 1982 near Cotia area with the same quality, modern infrastructure, and total integration with nature. The world in the late 90s saw the beginning of the technological revolution. 1996 brought changes in the Brazilian higher education. In such context, in 1999, the foundation held its education project in higher education, the Faculdades Integradas Rio Branco, an institution focused on human values and ethics, based on innovative methodological and teaching concepts. In the late 90s, the La Escola Rotary, in order to align its name to the activities performed, was renamed Centro Profissionalizante Rotary, offering job training to low-income young people. The 21st century is marked by increased globalization and technological advances. Brazil traces pathways that aim at economic maturity, obtained from the Real Plan, the most effective economic stabilization plan in its history. The information technology and communication era poses enormous educational challenges for the country. Brazil is experiencing full democracy. Over these 11 years of the 21st century, the country repositions itself and becomes internationally respected and recognized. By expanding its activities, the Fundação de Rotarianos de São Paulo constitutes in 2004 the Inter-Countries Committee, Brazil and official Portuguese-speaking countries, reuniting Portuguese-speaking countries, aiming to value the Portuguese language, to consolidate good relationships, and disseminate best political, social, educational, and economic principles. In mid-2000, the Foundation initiates what would become a common practice. International benchmarking actions provide a rich exchange of knowledge and ideas in education. 18 countries were visited, including Finland, Ireland, Scotland, Italy, in addition to a great approximation with Harvard University. During this period, the Foundation begins its involvement with the international institutions for the study of cognitive neuroscience, an area that will bring new directions for education. The excellence and innovation have always been among the management pillars of the Foundation. From the management based on the corporate governance and shared strategic planning, the Foundation operates with a vision of the future, optimizing efforts and expertise potential of the team of managers and educators. In 2005, the name Rio Branco starts to compose the mark of all institutions managed by the Fundação de Rotarianos de São Paulo, expressing the synergy and strengthening the sense of belonging. In order to face the challenge of the new century, the Colégio Rio Branco offers all conditions for the total formation of its students. Its pedagogical project is guided by a routine that aims to make the acquisition of knowledge and skills permeated by dialogue, respect for diversity, critical attitude, and built on ethical principles and solidarity. The Faculdades Integradas Rio Branco forms professionals to face the challenges of a globalized and competitive world, people who respond with excellence to the needs of the job market. Through its courses, with exceptional curricula, the college develops technical competence, innovation exercise, encouragement of entrepreneurship, and volunteering practice. In 2001, a new educational institution has been established, the Ensino à Distância Rio Branco. In an increasingly digital world, the Foundation enables high-quality distance learning, encouraging prospective students from Brazil and abroad. The Centro Profissionalizante Rio Branco, with a completely revamped educational proposal, offers programs in compliance with the Apprentice Act, empowering young people for the first job with essential skills for their growth. Therefore, awakening the importance of being an ethical citizen and developing the student's self-confidence. Due to the excellent work performed by the Escola para Crianças Surdas Rio Branco, it became, in 2011, the Centro de Educação para Surdos Rio Branco, a reference in the area that will continue to educate the deaf and introduce them to all institutions maintained by the Foundation, providing them with the opportunity to continue studying and also to be integrated into society as a citizen. The work done in these 65 years is a legacy for the future. A project of this scale that builds and makes stories of life can only be accomplished when guided by love, dedication, and competence. Fundação de Rotarianos de São Paulo. Commitment to education.